guys, Ash here coming at you today with a quick guide on Coldheart here in 2023. So Coldheart is, in my opinion, the best rare champion in all of Raid Shadow Legends. Her kit is most unique and most legendary-like. Here are her skins. We have the classic skin Coldheart. We have the Necrobia skin Coldheart, very, very cool looking. And then we have the Pyroclast skin as well, which is my personal favorite here.
And no one asked for your stupid opinion.
So Coldheart, why is she so good? On her A1, she's a 4-time hitter. Very rare to find any champion in the game, let alone a rare with a 4-time hitter. Makes her great for Fire Knight. She also comes with a heal reduction. On her A2, Art of Pain and AoE attack, 3-turn cooldown win book. She's definitely worth your books, by the way. We have a 35% chance win booked of placing a decreased accuracy for 1 turn, and then a poison for 2 turns if the target is under heal reduction, which again, she carries in her A1. Of course, we need accuracy to land all of these debuffs, and that's going to be a top stat priority for you guys on Coldheart. On her A3, it's Heartseeker. Attacks 1 enemy. This is her big money ability here. On a 4-turn cooldown, attacks 1 enemy, decreases target's turn meter by 100%. Amazing. That does, again, require accuracy. Has an extra 30% chance of inflicting a critical hit, which gives you the option of building her with extra crit damage on the gauntlets, even in the early and mid game, and then just go to 70% instead of 100% on the crit rate. Keep in mind that will not impact. You will not get that bonus on the A1 and the A2. Damage increases according to enemy max HP. That scales off of enemy max HP really quickly on the multipliers here. Thanks to hellhades.com. We have A1 is a weak attack, 0.7 attack multiplier. A2 is 3.3 attack multiplier. That is an average attack. And then, of course, Heartseeker is targets max HP times 0.1 plus 1.7 attack multiplier. So guys, Coldheart is an amazing example of a champion that you want to go ahead and put on your wish list for rare champions because 2 blessings benefit her tremendously. Blessing number 1 is on the war tree, and it's Hero's Soul. This is amazing for Spider especially, and she's one of the best Spider champions in the game. Increasing the damage inflicted to bosses and their minions according to the number of living enemies. So obviously you can get massive extra damage, 1% damage for each enemy, 0.5% damage for each enemy, and a 3% damage for each enemy with the extra speed and crit damage, all which will benefit Coldheart as well, depending on how many awakened stars you have on her. But yeah, Hero Soul, really, really good for Spider, obviously. Now, if you want her for the end game or anywhere else, I would recommend Phantom Touch. Has a chance of inflicting bonus damage to 1 enemy whenever this champion hits enemy targets, and you guys can see how that scales as well. All right, guys, so Masteries on your Coldheart, okay? So I like going support tree because, again, very, very, very imperative that you maximize your accuracy. I usually recommend around 12 points of accuracy per stage of a traditional dungeon that you're going for. So I'm going to go ahead and go with support tree.
Nice. Wish I could see it.
Let me just push myself over. I'm going to pick up the accuracy, charge focus. I'm going to pick up Swarm Smiter as well, extra accuracy. I'm going to come down. I don't have any basic artifact sets. Maybe I do, but I'm just going to keep it simple. I'm going to go Evil Eye here, and then I'm going to come down with Master Hexer. Nothing wrong with also going Sniper to increase the chances of placing that decreased accuracy on the A2. But for now, I'm going to leave the support tree as is because offense tree is where you can really get the bang for your buck on this champion. Also, if you want to go defense, no problem there. I'd probably go Defiant. Actually, I scratched that. I'd probably go Tough Skin into Blast Proof and then down to Retribution as my tier 5 option if I was to go defense tree. But most importantly, offense tree, we want to pick up that extra crit rate if you need it, crit damage as well. Now, I like going on my Coldheart. I like going a little bit different than other people. I like going with a shield mastery so we can pick up Ruthless Ambush because against a lot of enemies, the Spider included, we're going to be opening up. The first hit on the enemy is going to be that Heartseeker ability. That's going to be like 1,000,000 damage. So an extra 8% is very significant there. So I love picking up Ruthless Ambush. Opportunist, you can go Opportunist or you can go in for Cycle of Violence. I'm going to go Cycle of Violence. I think that's better to have a chance at unlocking a skill because her skills are so powerful. And then I'm going to go ahead and pick up Blood Shield, give her the shield, and come down for Flawless Execution. Extra 20% crit damage. I only recommend picking up a Flawless Execution execution mastery on enemies that do damage based on enemy max HP, because that's where critical damage can really make a huge overall impact when we talk about the overall damage numbers on these champions. So we're going to go down the left-hand tree, single out, increase damage inflicted with targets less than 40% HP by 8%. Sure. Bring it down is an important one. Increase damage inflicted by another 6% when attacking targets with higher max HP. Again, amazing for Spider. And we're going to go with kill streak as well on this champion. So those are the masteries that I recommend on Coldheart. But again, do what makes sense for your account. You know your account, your Coldheart, and the teams that she's going to be on the best, better than anybody else. So take a second and actually read these masteries, understand what they do. So here is my main Coldheart, guys, on my main account. I have her pretty squishy, 35k and 1800. As long as she's staying alive, that's okay, right? And she is staying alive everywhere that I use her. If she's dying, you might have to build her with some HP. There's nothing wrong, let me repeat this, there's nothing wrong with building a little bit of HP and or defense to keep your Coldheart alive, because she's no good to you if she's dead.
Really?
With the approach. Oh! Sterling with a fantastic dive. He seems to be crawling away from the goal. What is he doing? He's throwing away the bat. Oh!
As his trainer takes him off the field like a mustached lion dragging a gazelle through the Serengeti.
Okay.
For this champion, attack percentage does not matter that much. Let me repeat that again. Attack percentage does not matter that much. I'd rather put her in, I don't know, an HP percentage on the chest, even though it doesn't scale very well, if she's dying, right? Or putting HP flat stat on your accessories on this champion to keep her alive, because she is very squishy with 738 base defense and 13,710 on the base HP. Stat priorities on this champion are crit rate, 70 or 100%, depending on how you're using her. If you're just using her for Heartseeker, obviously 70% will suffice. That's why I have this here. Some accuracy, obviously, where I talked about the accuracy thresholds you should be aiming for. And then after that, attack, survivability, speed, okay? This is my favorite build for Coldheart in a reflex set. And then I go in and I turn off her A2 ability. I'm not using her A2. I'm only using her for her A3 ability. So I go in my custom AI, I turn off the A2, and then the reflex, 40% chance to reduce the random skill cooldown by 1 turn, is going to go right to the Heartseeker ability. This is why I absolutely love Coldheart in a reflex set. You'll see that we have crit damage on the gauntlets here, we have attack percentage on the chest, and we have speed on the boots. That's going to be pretty normal, pretty typical Coldheart build. We have accuracy on the banner, crit damage on the amulet, and we have defense, as I mentioned, with a trip roll of flat stat HP as well on the ring, just so she can take a hit. So Coldheart number 2 here, guys, we have built with a little bit more accuracy, a little bit more speed, a little bit more crit rate, but we have her in destroy gear. This is very, very specific to the Scarab King. She can be a great response to the Scarab King, taking down his max HP in destroy gear with her big, hard-hitting ability on that A3 again. So now, guys, on the free-to-play account, I want to show you my Coldheart, who doesn't have the greatest artifacts on her, but again, 70% and 188 on the crit damage with enough accuracy to get by as to where I'm using her. Again, really trying to optimize her with some accuracy and enough crit rate, and all the rest crit damage. She can help out on my Spider team. I have basic artifact sets here in crit rate and accuracy, but you'll see, even in the early game, I'm still able to look for crit rate on the substats to get her in crit damage on the gauntlets. I have defense, as I mentioned, on the chest. Any sort of survivability is generally good. Defense does not scale that well, though. She has very low defense. I will note that. Accuracy again on the banner, crit damage, and defense again on the ring here on my free-to-play Coldheart. I don't have her masteries done just yet, but hey, that's the life of a free-to-play player, right? So where can you use Coldheart, guys? Well, pretty much everywhere. Specifically, Fire Knight, she's amazing with a 4-time hitter and control in the A3 and the A1, respectively. Spider, she's one of the best in the game. Dragon, Ice Golem, Iron Twins, you name it. Eternal Dragon, she's really good at. Dark Face, she's tremendous at. Scarab King, we already talked about, fantastic. And Frost Spider. Those are the areas she's most used in the game, but make no mistake about it, you can definitely use this champion, take advantage of this champion, again, almost anywhere as a damage Tamer's dealer. She's avoid affinity, so again, she is, affinity neutral. She doesn't have any bad matchups affinity-wise. So there she is right next to me. Let's see how much she hits for on my Spider 25 team before we let you guys go. So this team's really, really cool. It's very fast. There she goes, 773,000 damage. That is the magic of Coldheart. She's just there not only to do all that damage, but also to reduce the turn meter of the Mother Spider, guys. Stay tuned here for a bunch of kind of fresh guides on new and old champions alike. I want to keep them moving, keep them a little bit more brief like we did in today's video. Let me know what you thought of this guide. Hopefully you found it helpful. Most of all, guys, congratulations on Coldheart. I'm assuming you're watching this video because you have her. You have your hands. I started here and I'll end here. You have your hands on arguably the best rare champion inside the game. Congratulations, guys. And there she goes, final hit. Thanks for watching, guys, and as always, take care.